Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the final game of our triple header here on Saturday. And we will be concluding with our third Benthic Division game of the week. It will be between the Fangs and the Orcas. In the previous two matches, we had two Pelagic Division matches where we just previously had the Sharks and Cyclones, and the Cyclones swept, sending a message to the rest of the league. They're not a team to mess with. But now we will conclude with the Fangs and the Orcas. All I know for these two teams, I'm very high on the Orcas. Not everyone else is. I think only me and Luna had them as a high-ranked team. So I hope they prove me right. Because my record right now is a problem.
Horrible.
I haven't gotten a lot
bad.
of. I haven't got a lot right, especially in the Pelagic Division. I haven't got almost anything right. But on the other side, the Fangs are very much an unknown right now. Started with Arox, Sellout, and Soklobot, but now Arox is not able to be here this week. They have found a sub for him, and Sellout, due to his schedule conflicts, has already reached out to me and said, "I'm probably just going to keep finding subs for me, and I'm just going to manage the team." Which it's sad, but at the same time, I'm happy he still wants to be involved in the league, even if he can't make the games. So I'm pretty happy with that. As long as he keeps finding subs when he needs them, and we have three players on his team, I don't care what he does. It's up to him. Before we go over the matchup, anything you want to say about these teams?
I was very high on the Fangs until they had to drop Arox. I mean, Infrared is still a first-round pick, so I assume that he's going to be playing really good. But Arox is like a top 3 in rank, so that could probably be very detrimental and very helpful for the Orcas.
Yeah. But to go over the matchups, Fangs and Orcas, the Fangs are now Infrared, Soklobot, and I'm just going to call him Never. Should I call him MVM or Nevermind? What do you think sounds better?
NVM probably.
NVM, yeah, we'll go with NVM.
He is showing in
Will
for
be
the captain sellout.
Yes, and they will be taking on Dylan, Yazoo, and Mori, which is the actual drafted team. Comparing the two teams, there's obviously two third rounders on the Fangs, so that definitely puts an advantage in the Orcas' favor. And I just, like I've said before this matchup, I just think the Orcas are a team that are being slept on by everyone right now. I think they're going to be a dark horse to win the whole thing. Because I know what Yazoo can do, I know what Mori can do. It's just Dylan being the first rounder. We haven't seen him play before, so it's how will he pair with Yazoo and Mori, who already have chemistry with each other. I think that's going to be the key thing. But to get started, we are going to get some interviews in. We're going to be starting with Infrared for the Fangs. Infrared, how you doing?
What's up? How we doing? How we doing?
Doing good, doing good. You signed to the league fairly recently, like less than a week ago, and now here you are starting on the Fangs. How do you feel?
I'm ready. Honestly, I've played like at the high school level, and I'm gonna be playing at the college level next year. So I'm hoping to that like I have like already tournament experience, so it's a little more of a thing that comes naturally to me to play in situations like this. So I don't know this team, but I'm ready to play for it, and I'm ready to win for them. So.
All right. Well, the Fangs have been a very, I wouldn't call it sketchy team, but they just had a lot of changes happen in like the last week or so. It kind of makes us think that you guys are at a disadvantage here. But how do you think you're gonna prove everyone wrong tonight?
I think it starts with Soklo because he's actually part of the team. I think he's going to be more of like a leader tonight. I know I'm like the first round pick, but he's played in this before, so I'm hoping that like he can kind of guide us through what it's like to play in a tournament like this, and then also I'm just gonna do my best to like win my matchups and try and score some goals. So
All
yeah,
right. Excited to see that. Well, what's your prediction for the game tonight? How do you think it's gonna go?
I think we're gonna win because that's just a good mentality to have. I think we're gonna win. I think they're a good team. I looked at like their trackers and stuff. I know how good Yazoo is, and I think it'll be a good game. But I really want to hope and think that we're gonna win this one.
Like the positivity. I think it's gonna be a very fun series. I think in my predictions before I had this series go in 5, so it'll be a very entertaining one for sure.
Mhm.
Sinks, you got anything for Infrared before we send them back?
No.
Nah, I'm ready.
All right. We're gonna interview the other team, and then I will send the lobby info, and we'll start shortly.
All right.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah. Seems like a good guy. I don't think I've talked to him before, so he seems confident though.
He seems PR trained.
He really
He
does.
seems like he got interviewed from matches in high school or something like that.
Media's all around him,
Media's all
Just
around me now.
trying to ignore the noise.
Got a lot of paparazzi following this guy. Maybe it'll bring more
And
people to the league.
on to the Orcas. Maury wants the interview, and I've heard people say to not give Maury the interview, but so I'm a little scared. But here comes Maury. Hey, Maury, how we doing?
Are we in the interview?
Yeah, we are.
Hello.
Didn't even know. Great start.
I was expecting. I'm here though. I'm here. We're ready.
Yeah. All right. So, in my a lot of the other admins, not me, a lot of the other admins are a bit down on you guys compared to how me and Luna see you. We see you as a top 3 team. They see
Listen,
you as like a middle of the pack team.
We're
What do
not
you want to say to
even
that?
we're not even worried about all that negativity. All right, we're here to win. We're gonna win. We're gonna destroy them. We're not worried about the other team. We're not worried about
Okay. Okay. So have you got? I know you played with Yazoo because we saw how you played together in the preseason tournament. Have you gotten some time with Dylan before the match tonight?
Not really. We've tried to get scrims in, but it didn't work out. But I have total faith in my team, and I know that other team haven't gotten any scrims in, and we're just gonna have to see how they play. So, and I don't have faith in that team. I really don't.
Okay, I like the confidence. So, what do you think this series goes to? What's your prediction for the game tonight?
I want to give them one game, but I don't know. I say we take it in 3. Sweep.
Wow,
I say we sweep.
wow.
I have faith in my team.
You're gonna have to
I have faith.
you have to show this confidence in the game as well
Yeah,
because
just keep
you can't just be
your
all
eyes on the game. Keep your eyes on the game.
Okay, okay. I mean, I'm rooting for you guys because I have you winning, and I think you're a dark horse to win the whole thing. So
Hell yeah.
I'm ready to see it. So, Sinks, you got anything before we send it back?
Infrared said, "Good Lord, we have Maury on the horn." Is there a little?
Listen, Infrared, not a bad player. Not a bad player, but we're just gonna have to see how he meshes with his team. If you don't mesh with your team, you're gonna lose. And that's really all there is to it.
I agree with
Fair.
that. I think that sounds right. All right. Well, we are gonna drag you back down there. I'll have the lobby info in the chat soon. Good
All
luck.
right. Good luck, GG's.
Saying GG's already.
Go good.
I drive
Was
in the
that a
wrong chat. I
pre-GG?
drive to That was a pre-GG.
That's crazy,
I drive in the wrong room. There. Okay.
man.
Maury's he's talking a lot of smack before this game tonight. I mean, I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting that, honestly.
Me neither.
I think that's the first time we've had someone like have
genuinely
I
talk
wouldn't
smack.
call it an ego. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're genuinely talking smack. So let's see how the Fangs respond to that, or if they're just gonna ignore it and play their game. You got anything before we get the lobby info set up?
No. I'm just kind of excited to have a Benthic match as opposed to any other match that we've seen from yesterday to today so far.
I couldn't
Blujic
agree
has
with
been
you
kind
more.
of a train wreck lately.
Yeah, I agree with that. But we're gonna get the lobby set up. We'll get the players ready, and we will be starting shortly. Be right back. All right, we're back. We got all the players in. I just heard that the predictions for this game, the Fangs have 10 points on them, and then the Orcas have 9,900 on them. So, a lot of people riding the Orcas after hearing what Maury was saying. So,
Yeah, I took an
we'll see
initial
how that
look at
pans
that.
out.
I thought it was an even split 10,000 to 9,900, but then I looked again and it said 10 to 9,900.
Yeah,
So,
but you could argue it's even more interesting because I think these teams are really tight.
yeah. It might have just been Maury betting all of it on the Orcas. Who are we waiting for?
We're good.
No, we're not.
Oh, okay, we're not good. Sure. Remaking.
Um,
Sure.
Okay. I don't know what that's about.
I don't know what that was about either. I'm confused.
What happened?
I don't know.
Didn't we
It
have
was weird.
everybody in the lobby?
Yeah,
That's kind of weird.
I'm just. Yeah, it is, but I'm remaking. It's fine.
Okay.
All my channel points are on Maury.
Dino too? Oh, okay. That makes a little more sense now. It's two people who have all of their points on it.
Maury a troll.
I don't know who Avoid on Twitch even is. I might be crazy.
What you can't just have people outside the server be in these Twitch chats.
Well,
not the
no,
point.
it's just shocking that
He's
I
just
don't. It's
he's
just
just
shocking that I
reading
don't
in the
know
room.
who this guy is, and he knows Maury, and he's saying that Maury is a troll. That's kind of crazy.
Or he just took what happened in that interview and just was like, "Oh yeah, he's a troll," which is probably right.
Yeah.
Who are we waiting on? We have all Fangs, Yazoo. Waiting on Yazoo. Eyes. Everyone hated on Morty, man.
My
I mean,
God.
no wonder he was chirping. Everyone's hating.
If Fangs wins several people going bankrupt, yeah. Tell me about it.
All right, 8 people's in. Let's try this again, shall we?
Yeah. That was weird last time.
There's Dino. Maury's the GOAT. All right, second time's the charm. Might be able to start a game.
Are the Orcas not ready or something? Alright, there we go. Wait, no.
Not?
Nope. Still waiting. Waiting up. There it is.
Hey.
Perfect.
All right, here we go. Game 1. Fangs Orcas. Finally getting a Benthic Division game. Maury wins kickoff. It's going to hit off the backboard. Maury rips a shot. Early goal for the Orcas. Maury was talking a lot in the pregame interview, and he scores first in 3 seconds. 1-0 Orcas.
That's a perfect kickoff, too. And then a perfect rebound right to him.
Quick start for the Orcas. Can they keep the momentum? Yazoo ties kickoff. Maury follows. Gets demoed by Infrared. Dylan. Off the ceiling, straight down. Infrared clears to the wall. Pass mid. Here's Soklabot. The shot. That's off the post. NVM's going to try to cut it off. Yazoo with the shot over. Another save from Infrared. Lots of pressure on the Fangs early. Can't get it past. NVM hits it right to Maury. Maury off the left wall. Leaves it for Yazoo. Yazoo gets demoed by Soklabot. NVM takes his time. Gets 50 by Maury to the left corner. Infrared stays on. Stolen by Dylan. Dylan will try to pass mid. Soklabot can't get the read. And Dylan gets his first goal in the league. 2-0 Orcas.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great 50 by him. And then Sokolot gets an unlucky own goal. He tried to flick it out of the net, but it posts in.
4:15. Fangs got to try to find some momentum here. They win kickoff. Soklobot trying to bounce back from that tough touch. Hits it off the ceiling, straight down to Infrared. Infrared with the perfect read. And the Fangs strike back, only down 1.
The great pass by Soklobot using the curvature of the wall to put it right down into Infrared's lap.
Lots of goals early. 3 goals in 51 seconds. Infrared wins kickoff. Hits it right to Yazoo. Yazoo gets it stolen by NVM. NVM has some space. Trying to pass mid. Here's Soklobot again. Soklobot ties the game. And that's 4 goals in 59 seconds.
That was a great pass by NVM. We're calling him MVM, right? Not Nevermind.
Yeah, NVM.
Alright, perfect.
I like that. 2-2 with 4:01 left in game 1. Hot start early, and the kickoff goes wrong for the Orcas, and the Fangs get 3 straight. NVM takes the lead.
Man, it kind of looked like he was trying to fake the way that Yazoo went back, but it looks like he just completely messed up his kickoff.
Just some miscommunication there from the Orcas. Yazoo loses kickoff to Soklobot. The redirect misses. Had a chance. Dylan gonna take it off the backboard, going for a double. Doesn't have the boost for it. Mori passes mid to Yazoo. What a play from the Orcas, but NVM gets the clear. Dylan with the steal. Pass to Yazoo. Shot blocked by Infrared. Soklobot stolen by Mori. Yazoo back to Mori. Preseason tournament. Those two were dominant the entire time, trying to keep up that chemistry that they had. Dylan off the ceiling down. Yazoo trying to take it over MVM. MVM meets him up in the air. Gets the clear. Dylan staying on, keeping the pressure on the Fangs. Soklobot stalling some time. That's cleared out by NVM. Gets a pinch off the left wall. NVM will stay on. Yazoo waits on the wall. Gets a good clear. Following up is Mori. Good pinch from Infrared. Yazoo booms it down the field. And here's NVM off the right wall. Hits it right into Mori. Mori passing to Yazoo. That's blocked by Infrared. He's been everywhere in game 1, showing why he's a round 1 player. Dylan backs up into it. A pass mid. Mori just doesn't have the boost for it. Here come the Fangs the other way. NVM to the corner. Yazoo takes it off the backboard. Mori gets 50'd. Infrared off the right wall. Can't really follow up. Yazoo going for a double tap off the backboard. Can't get it. Mori stalling some time. Hits it off the right wall. Soklobot keeping it to himself. That's stolen by Yazoo. Double commit here from Yazoo and Mori. Mori bails on it. It's cleared out by NVM. Soklobot trying to pass mid. Dylan, the shot. That's saved by Infrared. Make that number 3 for him. Soklobot 50s with Infrared to try to clear. Dylan, the shot off the crossbar and in. And the Orcas tie the game.
Looks like we're at an ad break right now, apparently.
We just got out of it.
Just got out of it? Alright, perfect. Sorry for that. Not much happened, only 1 goal at the very end.
2:04 left. Soklobot wins kickoff. Infrared off the left wall. Dylan hits it right into Infrared's car. Mori will try to stay on. Here's Yazoo off the right wall. Tries to rip a shot that's over the backboard. Is there a pass waiting? Sorry, that was Dylan. Couldn't get a touch. Now here's Yazoo challenging Infrared. Leaves it for Mori. Mori trying to place it. Misses wide left. Soklobot to the right wall. Doesn't have any boost to work with. Dylan is going to try to get a read. He does. Dylan off the backboard trying to pass mid. The shot is saved by NVM. NVM will stay on. Yazoo tries to meet him in the air. Just decides to stay down. Infrared to Soklobot. Couldn't read it. Mori gets the clear. Minute 15 left in a tie game. Lots of drama here in game 1. NVM able to clear. Infrared can't get the read. Here's Soklobot. Gonna take his time. Trying to carry it. Gets a 50 on Yazoo. Yazoo gets it past 2. Yazoo past everyone, but no one's there to follow for the Orcas. 1 minute left. Straight down off the ceiling. Yazoo tries to rip a shot. No one's back for the Fangs. Yazoo can't get the read. And a save from NVM. What a chance for the Orcas. Just couldn't execute. Yazoo takes it around Soklobot. Gets a musty. Doesn't get it what he's looking for, though. Dylan gets it past 2, though. Infrared. Off the right wall. Trying to rip a shot. The pass mid to NBM. And the Fangs take the lead. 31 seconds left. They were down in the game, and they come back. And now they have the lead. Trying to hold on to game 1.
NVM is kind of showing off right now. His stats are like completely evenly split. He has 2, 2, 1, and 2.
31 seconds left. Dylan wins kickoff. Orcas need to find a goal, or they're going to lose this first game after being up early. Infrared rips a shot off the crossbar down. Here's Soklobot. Can't find the back of the net. Yazoo. Low boost. It's stolen by NVM. Mori. He's up. He gets it past everyone. Mori clutches up big time with 11 seconds left.
Those are some good touches by Mori. He gets it perfectly around NVM and then touches it right over Soklobot.
Exactly what the Orcas need, and now they're back in the game, trying to force it overtime. But do the Fangs have something to say about that in these final 11 seconds? Yazoo trying to take it the other way. Reset Yazoo. That's blocked by NVM. 3 seconds left. Infrared gets a 50. No time on the clock. Do we have some miracles here in game 1? No. We're going to overtime. Probably the most dramatic game in the last 2 days. I'm just saying. Soklobot gets the clear. It hits right to Yazoo. Off the left wall. Infrared trying to follow it. Mori waits back. That gets a demo on Mori. Dylan flicks to stall some time. NVM is up. That's a good block from Yazoo. Soklobot pinches it off the left wall. Dylan booms it back. Soklobot keeps it, but Yazoo rips a shot. Doesn't have boost. Can NVM get there? He can. Big save from NVM. Dylan off the backboard. Mori can't commit. Soklobot has some space. Stolen by Dylan. Mori has a shot for the game. It's blocked by Infrared. Yazoo off the back ceiling straight down. Infrared pops it to himself. Low boost to work with. Just going to leave it for MVM. Tries to get a shot. That's blocked as well. Yazoo off the right wall. Gets demoed by Soklobot. Straight down. Infrared. Off the left wall. Dylan passing mid. That's cleared out by NVM. Yazoo keeps it in. Yazoo's up. Yazoo has some space for the game. Big save from NVM again. The Fangs trying to hold on with this pressure from the Orcas. Mori. Pass mid. Anyone home? No. NVM gets the clear. Dylan will cut this off, keeping the pressure on. It's been all Orcas in this OT. Off the ceiling. It's cleared again by NVM. Here's Yazoo. Can't get the read. NVM pops it mid to Soklobot. Soklobot finally clears it. Yazoo doesn't get a touch. Soklobot the shot. Soklobot takes game 1 for the Fangs. What a clutch play.
Yeah, Yazoo completely misreads the bounce on the wall, and then Soklobot puts it right to Mori, who doesn't really have boost to put himself in a better position to save it.
It was all Orcas for 1:30 in that OT, and all it takes is 7 seconds, and the Fangs take game 1.
Yeah, wow. NVM and Infrared both had 4 saves. That's kind of crazy.
13 shots from the Orcas.
I do
8
want
saves.
to point out
They were
the
all
Orcas
on
had
net.
0 saves. The Fangs had 7 shots, so that means they had 3 shots that were off target, but the Orcas had no saves.
They still found a way to win. That felt like Orcas' game to lose, and they did.
Yeah.
I'm very shocked at how that turned out. Mori was, like I said last series, if your third player is doing the best on your team, that's an issue. That's a big issue. And Mori played very well, but just wasn't enough.
Yeah.
It's crazy that this game alone was better than probably all the pelagic
Oh my
games.
god, all of them combined. I mean, there was one Clouds Kraken game that was kind of fun. It was the one game that the Clouds won.
Yeah, I mean, that was very entertaining. It was like a
Yeah.
crazy comeback from the Clouds to take that one.
I don't know if it's just from having to watch the Pelagic Division for the past 2 weeks, but this series looks
2
like
days.
it could, or past 2 days, yeah, it looks like it could shape out to be a better series than Tempest Surge.
I don't think it's the Pelagic Division's fault per se. It's more that
Oh,
there was
yeah.
a 2v3, then a 2v2, then a forfeit, then a 3v3 that we all expected was gonna go one way. But
Yeah, I mean, like,
I mean,
naturally.
I feel like all the Benthic Division games have been very entertaining. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think there's been a clear cut winner.
No. I mean, naturally, the higher ranked division is going to have more fun games to watch. But it's just unfortunate that, like, all of the collegiate games had something messed up.
Agreed. Now on to game 2. What will we see here? The Orcas had the game on lock and they just let it go. But now can they respond in game 2? NVM wins kickoff. It's off the sidewall. Yazoo going for a sidewall read. Here's Yazoo. Gets a good touch, but that misses wide right. Mori gets a 50. Yazoo also gets a demo and Sokolobot away from the play. This is rolling towards the mid. And there's Dylan making it 1-0 for the Orcas again.
Yeah, I mean, that's just an unfortunate corner play by the Fangs, and then Dylan shoots out of a rocket to come from midfield and score that.
Another hot start for the Orcas, but can they hold on to it this time? Sokolobot takes it off the sidewall. Mori cuts this off. Leaves it for Yazoo. Yazoo going for a sidewall again. Gets a pinch. NVM will clear. Dylan cuts off Mori, but now it's just Mori back. He's got to play this around the net. He does. Sokolobot tries to get a shot. NVM pops to himself. Just has Dylan back. Yazoo recovers. Good save from Yazoo. Flicks around one. Apparently Infrared's DC'd. He's still playing, though.
He's still playing, yeah.
So we're just going to play on here. NVM, straight down. It's popped up. Sokolobot trying to hit it off the ceiling, straight down. Here's Sokolobot with the catch and the shot saved by Mori. Infrared gets a pinch. Yazoo trying to control it, gets it cleared. Yeah, Mori will stay on. Off the left wall. Here's Mori. Carrying around everyone. Saved by NVM. Yazoo just going to follow up. All the Fangs players miss. Everyone's up, and there's Dylan making it 2-0.
Wow. I can't believe I just saw a triple commit right in front of the net. That's kind of... That looks like a collegiate division special.
For real. Yazoo wins kickoff. That's going to be left for MVM. MVM drops it down, trying to stay on. Gets another touch, but Yazoo reads it perfectly. We didn't see a lot of him in game 1, but now we're really seeing what he's made of here in game 2. Sokolobot wins the 50, but Mori gets the clear. Infrared is DC'd again. I don't know what's going on with Infrared. Next goal, we'll be able to pause for him, but right now we got to play this through, at least till a goal is scored. Sokolobot trying to stay on, tries to pass mid. That's cleared out. Sokolobot stays on, trying to keep the pressure on the Orcas. Mori's up. It's cleared out by Yazoo to the left wall. Infrared can't stay on. Here's Dylan. Taking it slow off the right wall. I think we're considering a reset here.
We're gonna have to pause it. You have match admin?
I'm just gonna match admin, yeah.
Yeah, because the rules do
pause.
say that if a DC happens before 3 minutes, that we can reset the game, which it did happen before 3 minutes.
When did it happen though? Because
It definitely happened before 3 minutes.
okay. So we're gonna have to restart this game. To the unfortunate of the Orcas. That is unfortunate for the Orcas, but I think it did affect how the Fangs were playing.
Yeah,
so.
It definitely did. If you guys bear with us for a second, we are going to be right back. We're gonna figure this out real quick and restart the game.
All right, we're back. Some Wi-Fi issues. We reset the server, but now we're good. We're gonna reset that game too, unfortunately. But they were in their grace period. That is their last chance to do so, though.
I will say
So
this:
if
the
that
rules
happens
do
again,
state that if a disconnection happens before 3 minutes, then the game can be reset. I never thought about adding a rule that says anybody has to reset more than one game, but any team gets one reset of the game if their player disconnects. So if we see,
the shot from MVM makes
wow,
it
that was
1-0.
powerful.
That's a really
But if
nice
we see a
shot.
disconnect from Orcas now, then they can reset. But after that, no resets. That's it.
Quick start for the Fangs. 4:43 left. Tie up on kickoff. Dylan will try to follow. That's boom downfield by an Infrared. That's a big save from Yazoo. Here's Mori. Gets it past one. Infrared will cut this off. Gets a backflip. Waiting on it is Yazoo. Yazoo has some time and space. Gets a 50. Trying to get another one. That's blocked by a Dylan. Mori will stay on. That's cleared out by Soklobot. Here's NVM. Doesn't get a touch he's looking for, but Soklobot stays on. Stolen by Yazoo. Infrared has a hit off the corner. The redirect from Mori doesn't get it. Yazoo the shot, and we have a tie game. Yazoo gets on the board with 4:10 left.
Well, I really thought that Mori was going to hit that. I think they did too. That was a good fake, and then Yazoo with a powerful shot with low boost.
4:10 left. Tie up on kickoff. Soklobot wins the second ball. Here's Dylan. Has some space. Here goes Dylan. NVM challenges. Big save. Rebound from Mori. Wins the 50. Straight down off the backboard. Cleared out by Infrared. Infrared up in the air. Getting it past Yazoo. Yazoo leaves it for Dylan. Dylan off the back wall. Stolen by NVM. Mori with the catch. Gets a 50. Big save from Soklobot. Or sorry, big save from Mori. NVM trying to pass mid. Cleared out by Yazoo. Yazoo has some space, but Infrared cuts it off quick. Off the corner. Gets bumped out of the air. And now the Orcas have a chance here. Dylan and Yazoo up. Double commit for the Orcas. Now it's just slowly rolling to NVM. Infrared. Stolen by Mori. Mori can't cut it off. The Fangs do miss, though. Here's Orcas going the other way. Soklobot takes it to his own corner. Pops it off the left corner. Yazoo can't get a touch. Soklobot still has space, carrying it across everybody, but Dylan gets the touch. Infrared. Wait for the pass mid. Cleared out by Mori. Dylan in a 1v1 with Soklobot. Big play from Soklobot. Yazoo with the shot. Missing wide right. Rebound. Here's Dylan. The shot from Dylan. And the Orcas take the lead back. 2 straight for the Orcas with 2:53 left.
That was almost perfect offensive pressure for the Orcas. That was a great touch by Mori to get around the ball and touch it mid right for Dylan. That was a great play.
Syncs the overlay. Just press B on your controller.
Ah, yeah.
Orcas win kickoff. Infrared off the right wall. Soklobot gets 50, but Yazoo gets the shot. And the Orcas are back to where they should have been before the disconnect in game 2. They're now up 2 once again.
That was a perfect beat right around Soklobot. If Soklobot goes any quicker, then he gets that save.
2:47 left. Looking real good for the Orcas as they've gotten 3 unanswered. Fangs win the kickoff though. Soklobot, it's a 50 on Mori. It's going to go straight down. Dylan trying to pass to Mori. Mori doesn't have boost to cut. NVM off the left wall. Yazoo pass to Mori. Mori's able to get the clear. Infrared off the right wall. NVM can't get the redirect. Here's Yazoo. Gets 50'd out. NVM pops it up. Dylan will challenge early. Gets the win. Mori waits on the corner. Soklobot can't get a touch. Mori has space. He had an open net and couldn't take advantage. If the Fangs come back, that might haunt the Orcas. Yazoo catching it to the corner. Has some time. Trying to carry it around everybody. No one's really challenging for the Fangs. That's cleared out by NVM. Mori rips a shot past Soklobot top right corner. What placement from Mori. And now they're up 3.
Showing off this series. They're up 4-1, and Mori rips it 110 in the top right corner. That was a great shot.
Minute 59 left. Orcas have all the momentum now. Dylan Wins kickoff unbelievably clean. Yazoo can't find the redirect. Missing wide right. Mori with a good touch. A triple commit from the Fangs, but it works. A save for MVM. Dylan. Flat flips. And Mori gets credit with the save. Dylan tries to pass back. That's a bad play from the Orcas. And here we come for the Fangs. 2-goal lead with 1:39 left.
That was an unfortunate touch by Dylan, and then Yazoo stops dead in his tracks. I don't know why he did that. If he goes any quicker, he can maybe get a touch and hopefully a save.
Can the Fangs make a comeback? They're down 2 now with 1:40 left. Soklobot can't find the read. NVM trying to stay on. Yazoo gets a clear to Dylan. Dylan has some space. Flicks around 1. Here's Dylan. Pinches it mid. The shot from Yazoo wins the 50. And the Orcas make it a 3-goal game once again.
That was a powerful 50 by Yazoo. That was also a great pass by Dylan, but Yazoo gets it right between 2 Fangs defenders.
Orcas looking like they might lose the momentum, but they take it right back. 1:26 left. Fangs win kickoff. Soklobot can't get the read off the left wall. Dylan tries to get a pinch. That leaves it for Yazoo. Yazoo up the left wall. Passing mid. Mori waits there. Cleared out by Soklobot. NBM can't really cut it off. Dylan gets it past Infrared. The shot from Dylan. Big save from NVM. Pinching it off his own post. What a play by him. NVM staying on it with 1 minute left. Dylan will catch it to the right wall. Here's Dylan off the ceiling, straight down. Pinches it past 1. NVM trying to stay on. Hits it right to Yazoo. Yazoo delays. Yazoo tries to get a flick. That's blocked by Infrared. Mori to the right wall. Staying on. Trying to pass mid. Straight down to Dylan. Dylan to Yazoo. Here's the passing from the Orcas. And that's misses wide left. Yazoo off the left wall. Cleared out by Soklobot. 30 seconds left. It is looking like the Orcas are going to take game 2 and tie this series up. Here's Soklobot. Tries to rip a shot. Mori doesn't get a clean touch. And that leaves the Fangs the door open a bit with 20 seconds left.
Rare mistake we see from Mori lately. He touches it right into his net in front of his teammate who has enough boost to make a save and maybe even a clear.
Fangs need 2. They need a couple kickoff goals. Tie on kickoff. Infrared just has 1 to beat. It's Dylan, but Dylan says no. And that is probably the game. Trying to pass mid. NVM. 10 seconds left. Soklobot has space, and the Fangs do have numbers. Soklobot hits it off the ceiling straight down. Awkward for Yazoo. Soklobot passing mid. And Infrared gets 1 more for the Fangs. Can they carry this momentum into game 3 as we go to a best-of-3 series?
Yeah, I mean, if they let up 1 last goal, that would have been an awesome 0-second goal, but unfortunately, they've made a lot of defensive mistakes that put them in that position.
I agree, but I feel like a lot of people thought this is how game 2 should have went. The Orcas will take it. There shouldn't be any more controversy on what if the Fangs won this game. But now, it's up to a best-of-3. Who will take it?
Yeah, I think the Fangs can easily take this series if they clean up some of the mistakes they're making on defense. I see a couple of double commits, a couple of missed mechanical plays that shouldn't be happening with how high in rank some of these players are. I also saw multiple times, instead of spreading out their defense across the backfield, they have all 3 teammates committing to one side. Like say you're looking at the Orcas net, right? All 3 of them are rotating and committing to the one side to try and get boost or even a pressure, and that leaves the whole left side open for the Orcas to take advantage of, and they usually do have somebody over there.
Something to notice. Yazoo stood out big time, but the 2 first-rounders, Dylan and Infrared, very quiet games, too. It was a lot of the second and third round players standing out in that one. And I think the server disconnected?
It did?
Connection to the game was lost. Sick. Gonna have to recreate. That's unfortunate.
Man, it might just be for you because I think I'm okay.
No, we're gonna have to reset
Yeah.
again. Tell everyone to leave.
Yeah. Technical difficulties. We'll be right back one more time.
Oh. All right. Sorry, I'm apparently disconnected from the server, so we're back. On to game 3. We've had to reset the server 3 separate times, 3 separate games. So hopefully that won't happen after this one. But we're now on to a best of 3. They both miss kickoff, and here's Dylan, and with some space, gets a flick around everyone off the crossbar. Almost a quick start for the Orcas again, but just couldn't find the back of the net. Infrared. It's stolen by Mori, straight down off the ceiling. Soklobot to the corner. Here's Infrared, pass 1, gets it past 2. Infrared staying on, trying to pass mid. Off the backboard, Yazoo hits it right to Mori. NVM will cut this off. And that's stolen straight down. Soklobot to the corner mid. Dylan with the catch. Dylan has some space, and that's 50'd out. NVM, 50'd by Mori. Gets a flick around 1. Infrared will cut this off. Yazoo gets a demo on Infrared, and that resets into the Orca zone. Here's Dylan, 50'd by Soklobot, straight down. NVM is able to stay on. Yazoo to the corner. Dylan waits there to pass mid. Infrared with a huge save. Rebound. Soklobot has some space to work with. He can't get there in time. NVM tries to get a shot. That goes off the post. Soklobot. It's 50 by Mori out. Off the right wall. Infrared hits it to the backboard. That's cleared out. 2 demos from the Fangs. Orcas on their back foot right now. Yazoo tries to fake a musty, passing mid to Mori. Mori hits it off the backboard to Dylan. Dylan will stay on. It's cleared out by Soklobot. Soklobot has it stolen by Yazoo. He's going to hit it off the backboard. Yazoo to himself, going for a double. Pass mid. Big save. I believe that was Infrared again. Mori off the left wall, cleared out by NVM. Yazoo can't get the touch. That just goes back to the back right corner of the Orcas. Yazoo to Mori. Good passing here from the Orcas. Infrared tries to hit it to Soklobot. Couldn't get a touch. Dylan has some space. Just NVM back. Gets it past him. And Dylan gets the first goal of the game for the Orcas once again.
That was a great shot. That was a great recovery by Dylan in the air with no boost. I think NVM just barely missed that. I think he was expecting him to not hit it, and he hit it barely under it.
Sorry about the dogs, everyone. 3:02 left. NVM wins kickoff. It goes straight back to Dylan. Dylan hits it off the right wall. Trying to stay on. Demo from Infrared. On Infrared. Mori trying to pass back to no one. NVM had an open net off the backboard, cleared by Mori. NVM just should try to rip that one next time. Infrared with the placement. Big save from Dylan. Off the right wall. Straight down. Soklobot pops it off the backboard. Going for a double. Can't get it. NVM off the ceiling. Straight down. No one there for the Fangs. Cleared out by Mori. Soklobot to the corner. Here's NVM off the ceiling. Staying on it. Trying to leave it for Infrared. Yazoo with the cutoff. Soklobot off the left wall gets bumped by NVM, and here come the Orcas. Dylan tries to get a flick. That's saved by NVM. The pass mid is cleared out to the corner. Yazoo pops it to himself. Here goes Yazoo. Reset. Trying to get another one. Dylan takes it off him. NVM doesn't have boost. Tries to clear, but Mori rips a shot. Big save from Infrared. Minute 45 left. We're tied in the series at 1. The Orcas up 1 in this game. Yazoo has some space. Reset. Can't get the pop reset. But Mori with the shot. That's cleared out by Soklobot. Gets it around 1. Dylan off the left wall to Yazoo. Yazoo to Mori. The passing from the Orcas. That's blocked by Infrared. Dylan is up off the ceiling straight down. Tries to pass the Yazoo. Saved by Soklobot. Rebound cleared by Mori. He cleared it away from the Fangs zone. Interesting play from Mori. I don't know if that's what he was going for necessarily. Yazoo off the right wall. Reset. Pops it to himself again. That's blocked. Mori rips a shot past everybody. Big save from Infrared. 1 minute left. The Fangs need to find a goal in this third game. Off the backboard, going for a double as Yazoo can't get it. To the corner, Dylan passing mid. Cleared out by NVM. NVM has 1 to beat. It's Yazoo. Yazoo off the backboard, cleared by Infrared. Dylan rips a shot that's saved by Soklobot. NVM just has 1 to beat to tie the game. Can he do it? Off the post! What a play from Yazoo! That is unbelievably clutch. Dylan gets a clear. Soklobot pops it straight up. Dylan to the left wall. Yazoo trying to clear. Delays, gets a flick, stalling some time. Trying to hold on with 10 seconds left. Yazoo's up. Yazoo over the backboard to Dylan. Mori steals it from him. 2 commit for the Orcas. Here come the Fangs with 3 seconds left. Soklobot tries to get the flick. He can't. And the Orcas take game 3. Wow. Drama towards the end
low
there.
scoring game. You know, on paper it looks like the Fangs played a really good defense, and they do have 7 saves, which is a lot. But there's still a lot to clean up on the defensive side in terms of double commits and mechanical mishaps, which I've seen a lot of like wrong flicks from NVM and like just other like mechanical problems for Fangs that could use some cleaning up. A lot of rotational stuff too, like I said last game. If they can figure that out, it's not just about saving the ball when you're on defense. It's about rotating and finding a good way out of pressure, which they haven't really found a lot of ways to do. But if they can figure that out, and they do have really good offense, it's just trying to get onto the offensive side with defensive rotations.
I also just think for the Fangs, it's just an inconsistency. I feel like
Yeah.
NVM has looked solid the first 2 games, but then just went quiet this third game. Infrared was quiet game 2. I mean, I feel like the big thing is just the inconsistency sometimes.
I do think that Yazoo has looked like the best player in this game. Even if he hasn't been recording the stats, he's been like mechanically
The most consistent.
Yeah, he's been the most consistent, but he's also been at the right place at the right time and getting a lot of good touches that set up his teammates. A lot of that doesn't really track, especially in low-scoring games.
I agree. But now we're on to game 4. Can the Fangs try to force a game 5, or will the Orcas take their first series? We are waiting on Infrared.
Yeah. There he is.
Oh, Jesus Christ, $9.99. Woo! It's going down. All right, here we go. Game number 4. Infrared. Yazoo has some time. Here's Yazoo, the shot saved by Soklobot. Infrared has a lot of space. It's just Dylan back. Can he get it around him? He can't. Infrared showing off the aerial game. Gets the first goal in game number 4.
Man, he started this game off with the highest bang I've ever seen in my life. And then, I'm a big guy for air dribble bombs, and he executed that to perfection.
4:48 left. A fake kickoff here from the Orcas. Didn't go well last time, but they do get the save. Infrared pops it to himself, gets around 1. Dylan hits it off the left wall. NVM trying to bounce back from a rough game 3. Tries to pass mid to Soklobot. Hits it to the corner. Here's Yazoo, waiting on the right wall. Delays, gets it past 1. Infrared off the right wall, going for a redirect, blocked by Dylan. NVM to Infrared. He tries to backflip to pre-jump it, but just couldn't get it. Yazoo clears. Here come the Orcas the other way. Soklobot back to Infrared, gets demoed by Dylan. Off the backboard, Yazoo. Doesn't have boost to work with. He's going to try to stay on. NVM off the backboard. The redirect by Mori, and Mori ties the game. I don't think that's what Infrared was looking for. NVM was looking for.
That's exactly what I mean by when NVM is making mechanical missteps. Like, he just shouldn't have done that. There's no reason for him to touch it back to his side of the field.
4:02 left. Tie game once again. The Orcas up 2-1 in the series. Here's Yazoo. Has some space, and Farad trying to challenge. That goes to the right wall. That's cleared out by the Fangs. Soklobot goes for a redirect. Can't get it. Yazoo to the left wall. Dylan has a lot of space. Here comes Dylan, the shot. Dylan gets it over everyone and takes the lead for the Orcas.
Yeah, I mean, these past 2 games are awesome games to VOD review if I was the Fangs, especially fixing defense. Like, they need a guy a little bit further back. They're trying too hard to score a goal, and they're leaving their net open.
3:43 left. Orcas take the lead. Yazoo to himself. That's stolen by Soklobot. Pass mid. And that's cleared out to Yazoo. Yazoo is waiting for a redirect. So that's a good block by NVM. Infrared to the corner. Dylan gets a block for the moment. Mori wins the 50. 2-on-1 chance for the Orcas. Soklobot gets back in time. NVM to Yazoo. Yazoo with the catch. Gets 50 by Soklobot. He's been everywhere in this 4th game. Trying to will the Fangs on here. NVM gets a clear. Dylan to the left wall. It's popped straight up. Dylan drops it straight down to Mori. Mori off the backboard. That's cleared out. Yazoo pops to himself. Trying to pass mid. Gets a catch, and that's past Dylan and Yazoo. NVM has an open net towards the bottom left corner, and the Fangs tie the game.
That was a great recovery by NVM. He's been having a lot of defensive mistakes, but he gets a great challenge on Yazoo, and then a perfect shot bottom left right out of the reach of Mori.
You got to think that's going to bring some confidence for NVM
I hope
into
so.
the later part of
I
this
want to see
game.
this go to 5 games. We haven't seen that yet so far this week.
Here's Dylan. Gets it stolen by Infrared. Off the backboard, Yazoo gets the clear. Off the left wall, good bounce for the Orcas. NVM leaves it for Dylan. Dylan tries to get a 50. That's stolen by the Fangs. Yazoo pinch off the wall, straight down. Dylan's there to clear. Dylan passes mid. That's cleared out by NVM. Yazoo to his own corner. Doesn't really have a ton of boost to work with. Off the ceiling, does get it past one. Soklobot demos Mori. Infrared. Soklobot tries to jump, but so does NVM. Mori's there to clear. Yazoo to the left wall. Waits for it, trying to be patient. Past one. Here's Yazoo. Doesn't really have a lot of boost. NVM is able to clear. Infrared tries to demo Mori. Mori trying to pass mid. No one's there for the Orcas. Soklobot has it stolen by Yazoo. Fangs have some open space here if they can take advantage. Infrared shot is saved by Dylan. Yazoo delays. Soklobot leaves it for Mori. Mori with the flick around one. Soklobot waits on the back wall. Leaves it for Infrared. A good pinch out by the Fangs. Mori can't cut it off. Yazoo is just waiting. Doesn't really have a boost. Trying to get a pass. Infrared clears. Mori gets a 50 off the ceiling straight down. Dylan to the right wall. Yazoo has some time. Gonna try to carry it over everyone. Gets the reset pass mid. Anyone there for the Orcas? Soklobot will clear. Minute 15 left in a tie game. 2-1 series lead for the Orcas. Trying to shut it down here. Yazoo pops it to himself. Here's Yazoo the shot. And the Orcas take the lead. Yazoo, the captain, with a clutch play.
Yeah, that was a great shot. That's what I mean when I say that he's the best on this field. Like, that was a perfect touch right around NVM, who I do think could have saved that if he just gave himself a little more confidence to go up a little bit more.
Minute 8 left. The Fangs need one to keep this series alive. Yazoo waits back. Infrared tries to pass mid. 1 minute left. Yazoo has it stolen by Soklobot to the corner, but Yazoo passing mid. There's Mori off the backboard to Dylan. The passing play from the Orcas. Can they execute? They can't. Soklobot just delaying. Try to flick clear to the left wall. Here's Dylan. That's cleared out by Infrared. Infrared to the left wall. Can't get a redirect. The shot missing wide left. Soklobot has it pinched by Yazoo. Straight down. Yazoo can't get the shot on net. 30 seconds left. The Fangs gotta go. Dylan to NBM. We'll try to clear it. Infrared keeping the pressure. Yazoo off the left wall. Double commit from the Fangs. It's just NBM back. 50'd out. Shot from Dylan. That's blocked by Infrared to NBM. To the left wall. 10 seconds left. Yazoo taking it back towards his own net. That's going towards the net. Mori with a huge clear. 3 seconds left. And this could drop. And Mori puts the dagger in the series. The Orcas win in 4.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a scrambling to try and get a goal at the last second for Fangs. Just leaves our net open, and Mori with a great shot on target.
And what a way to end the triple header. The Orcas take the series and jump to 1-0. And my
Finally
prediction's
got something
right.
right.
I got something right. Amen. Jeez. I've been so wrong.
Yeah, you've been pretty wrong. But I think
All right.
that was my favorite series so far. Like, I think
Yeah, I
Tempest
agree.
Surge was fun, but it was a little more one-sided towards the Surge.
I agree with that. On to the interviews. We will be starting with the losing team in Farad once again. Hey, Farad, how's it going?
What? Oh, I'm doing the post. Hello.
Hey, what did you not say to do the post game?
I was gonna let Never Mind do it, but if you want me to do it, that's fine.
Oh, crap. Sorry. I'll drag him in here.
No, so. Yeah, yeah, you take him.
Yeah, I'll take him. My bad. Must have misread. I think it's Orcas that are gonna have the same post game. Hey, NVM, how's it going? I dragged the wrong person.
Nah, you're good, bro.
I mean, that was a really fun series to watch, and it was a very back and forth. You guys are very even.
It was honestly fun to play. I think we definitely should have taken that by far.
Something me and Sinks noticed during that was, I think there was just like small defensive mistakes that were your difference. Like you guys kept losing by 1 most times, and it was off of just some tiny mistakes that led to it. I mean, you guys are right there to taking that series.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of noticed that after game 1 that we should have won game 1 by a landslide because the other team just wasn't playing well. And they just couldn't, including myself as well, we just couldn't adapt to what we needed to in the time that we needed to. But I mean, I like the team. I think we played very well. I think me as a sub, I played pretty well. For being like first time being in, but I would love to play again. That was amazing. It was good teams both ways.
Because now Sellout's gonna have to make a decision. Unfortunately, with Infrared coming back, whether Infrared will stay or what the game plan is. Because they can only have 1 first rounder, so I bet Infrared isn't gonna be able to return. So it'll be replaced by Arox, who is statistically a top 3 player, MMR wise in the league. So that will make your team even better, I bet.
Yeah.
But I think you played really well. I think those small things you got to work on, and then I think you're right in this league. So try to keep your head held high.
It was a blast playing, and I had a lot of fun.
Sinks, you got anything for NVM before we?
Yeah, I will say one thing, a small little piece of advice. I would take this series and go VOD review it because there's a lot of good things to learn from on defense. Even if you're not keeping Infrared on your team, and probably aren't, you're probably going to sign back your top 3 player in the league in terms of rank. But I would still take this series and VOD review it and look at the defensive mistakes that could be easily fixed, and you guys could turn around to be probably a top 2, top 3 team in the league.
Yeah, I mean, we got minor things to work on. I didn't see anything big.
Yeah, I agree.
Infrared's a very good player. Bot's a really good player.
But all right, anything else you want to say before we send you back to your team?
No, it was a lot of fun.
All right. Well, thank you for playing. Excited to see you play next week, hopefully.
Yes, sir.
Have a good night.
You too.
Okay, and on to Maury. Maury, how's it going?
Hello, 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 hello. I'm back.
You're back. Congrats on the win.
Ooh, thank you. Thank
Very, very, very tough series. I mean,
It was
you,
it
you
was it was it was a little it was head to head. It was head to head. We didn't have our third teammate calming with us, which was really throwing us off a bit.
noticed. Yeah.
Um they played well. They played well. That f- the Our third teammate not calming with us really threw us off a bit. We didn't really know what to do that first game, but which led to that own goal and whatnot. But
Yeah,
we
yeah.
noticed that on defense, they were on defense a lot. They were on defense a lot. They didn't know how to get out their half, which we did take advantage of that. Mind you, we were missing a lot of shots since basically all three of them were on net, and
I
but we
feel like
just
that
kept
went both
putting
ways.
yeah. But we kept putting pressure, and honestly, it worked out for us.
I mean, I think you guys looked real solid. I think both of you are going to be teams to
Uh,
watch come playoff time.
I did say either sweep or we give them one game. I called it. I called it.
But the thing is, the way these Benthic games have gone, I don't think there's a single free win in the
It
league.
wasn't.
I
It
think
wasn't a. It wasn't a free win. It wasn't a free win. They were
I'm not.
playing
Oh, I'm
solid.
not saying it was. I'm saying I don't think there's a single Benthic division team that is a slouch. Like I don't think
Mhm.
there's going to be an easy win anywhere.
That's what I said. It
So
all came down to how they meshed as a team, and those little mistakes was what honestly cost games. That's what you have to know. Little mistakes cost games.
all
Yeah,
right.
I did
Well,
say that a lot.
congratulations. Yeah, go ahead.
What?
Sorry.
What?
I
Go
did
ahead,
say
sir.
that a lot throughout the stream about the defensive mistakes that the Fangs are making, and I'm glad that you guys picked up on that and really capitalized.
No. Yeah. Again. We did pick up on them. We tried to capitalize, but it was kind of difficult with our third not being on call, and
Oh yeah, he wasn't on call. I didn't even realize
mhm.
that.
But
I
it
will
was
say I
GG's. It was
didn't
GG's.
notice. You guys looked
I
uh,
did.
you guys looked really good. I didn't
Mhm.
notice.
But
Well,
yeah,
anything
yeah.
else you want to say, Sinks, before we let Maury enjoy the rest of his night?
No, good job. You guys played good.
Thank you. GG's to both teams.
Yeah, GG's. Congrats on your win, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Dog said, "Give me my 10 points."
Nate, get on it. Nate, give the points.
Nate, Nate, Nate.
This guy, man. But
You better be here.
that was a very nice way to end the triple header.
Oh yeah, that was
The
awesome.
pelagic division games, I think, could use some work. We could
A lot
use
of work,
actually
maybe.
having 3v3s, like that will help a lot. But
Yeah,
these Benthic division games have been awesome so far.
yeah.
And we're gonna round it out tomorrow night as the Tide take on the Reef. So Nate, you better be ready. You have a you're the only game, so you're gonna be standing out. So no pressure. But after that game, we will follow up with the power ranking stream and prediction stream at 8 p.m. EST. So we will see how the Tide and Reef do and then probably make changes to our power rankings based off that. But I'm planning on later tonight making my rankings, doing my predictions for next week already. I've been waiting till the end of this one to work on that. So I'm very excited.
Me too.
Sinks, you got anything to add before we call this triple header off?
No, that was pretty fun. I had a lot more fun
All right,
casting
well,
the Benthic games than I did the Pelagic games.
that's fair. But again, everyone thanks Sinks for having the stream be much more watchable compared to if I was streaming it on my PC. We literally worked on this last night to try to make it run as smooth as possible. It seems like it's working good, working a lot better. So thank you, Sinks. Thank you for making this stream look a lot better.
Oh yeah, I really hope that looked better. I'm pretty sure it did, but
I think
I
it did
hope we're
for
right
sure.
about it.
Yeah. But all right, we're gonna wrap things up. Thank you all for watching this triple header, and we'll see you tomorrow for the final game of week 1 and the power ranking stream. Good night.